Here we go. I got the final flavor from Jeni's summer lineup. And today, the last one I have for you is snow cone. I think this is an interesting idea. So I feel as though there are two camps of people. There are ice cream people and there are snow cone people. I saw this firsthand 4th of July with my nieces and nephews, and like most of them went to the ice cream truck, but a couple went to Kona Ice, which is like, I guess, a new shaved ice thing. When I was coming up, like snow cones were just ice with the stickiest, most syrupy, sickly sweet, like flavoring just poured over the top, and that was it. So I personally feel as though ice cream has a lot more to deliver than a snow cone. So I think that a snow cone themed, it's technically a sorbet, is an interesting idea. So I'm curious to see how this will go. The flavor story here says, bright and refreshing, this sorbet lives up to our memories of the best snow cone doused in sticky neon-hued syrup. Made with sweet and tart brambleberries, watermelon bursting with juiciness of boardwalk taffy, intensely bright lemon with a citrusy sour candy pop, and with the satisfying texture of a great shaved ice. All it's missing is the paper cone. Concerned that the texture is being described as akin to a shaved ice. That's not what I want, but we'll see. The flavor description down here says, a far out twist of blue brambleberry, watermelon, and pink lemonade sorbets. And it kind of looks like the tie-dye that kind of goes with the, summer, music festival theme that she had going on this year. Whoa, okay. I've had this sitting out for 5 minutes. Perhaps not long enough, but we'll see. Right off the bat, we got a lot of brambleberry. The blue that's what it is, right? Yeah, we've got a lot of the blue brambleberry right at the top. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to differentiate between watermelon and pink lemonade, like when I go to, try to maybe do them individually, but I'll do my best. Okay, let's just start with the brambleberry because it's right up on top. And this one might be a little challenging to get individual flavors on, but I will certainly do my best. Right out the gate, we're gonna do the black brambleberry. It's what's right there. Let's go for it. Lovely blackberry, maybe? Jeni loves a brambleberry, but like anything from a raspberry to a blackberry to a marionberry, those are all brambleberries. So I'm not exactly sure which specific one this is, but if I had to guess, I would think blackberry. And it's good. It tastes like blackberry. It's very refreshing. She usually does a pretty good job with sorbets. Of note, the texture of the black brambleberry, blue brambleberry, whatever color it is a lot more of like a smooth, traditional like sorbet that Jeni usually does. As I'm going into one of these red flavors, I'm not sure if it's the watermelon or the pink lemonade yet, I am a little concerned that it's a little more like icy than the first one was. I don't know. Let's try. Ooh. That's gotta be the lemonade. I think it's the lemonade flavor. It is sour, puckery, and that's how it was described, right? Bright lemon with a citrusy sour candy pop. I co-sign that. Yeah, again, the texture is not as nice as the brambleberry one, but the flavor definitely hits. This is unquestionably lemon. Okay. Which means now I need to find the watermelon. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'll fast forward through me trying to dig it out. Like, just look at the difference though. Like, this is borderline creamy. I don't know, whatever. Okay, this I believe to be the watermelon. It is visually indistinguishable from the lemonade, the pink lemonade. But I did cheat and have just like a little taste to find the scoop to see if this is it. So let's go in. Yeah, great sour watermelon flavor. This is reminding me of like Sour Patch watermelons. Very good. Again, it has more of the consistency that the pink lemonade one does, where it's like icier and not as creamy as the brambleberry one. I'm wondering why she was able to achieve that creaminess with the brambleberry and not these. But I don't know what mysteries she holds. I'm gonna try to do a bite with all 3 flavors. So I know this is definitely the lemonade. Got lemonade here. Again, pretty visually indistinguishable from the watermelon, as far as I can tell. And then some of the brambleberry. So I think this maybe has all of the flavors. So let's see. That's a big bite. Yeep. Okay, this feels a little more manageable. Let's go. You know, this might be the one time where the bite with everything in it, I think might actually take away from the flavor a little bit. I think that each of these sorbets is better on its own. I think when you take a bite with all of them together, it sort of loses the thread of like each individual flavor. You know how when you eat like a lot of Skittles, or if like you don't separate them by flavor and you just like eat a handful of Skittles, at some point you don't taste that they are like, oh, this is strawberry, this is grape, this is lemon. It's just all fruit. And I think this kind of gives a similar vibe. So I don't really know what to do with that. You know, this isn't something I'm gonna like, scoop out by flavor. Maybe I'll just try to be strategic when eating it to try to do like a flavor at a time, but that seems like a lot of effort. I think a lot of things went well here. I think that the flavors of the individual fruits themselves are quite good. Texturally, the brambleberry one is excellent, but I think the texture missed the mark with the watermelon and the pink lemonade. I think that's like maybe what she was trying to go for, but I find it hard to believe that she can get the brambleberry one this smooth and not the other two. Unless it's like a water content issue, but I just don't feel like you can claim this is meant to be like a snow cone texture when you have one flavor in there that's like that creamy. So I have some issue with that. And I also, I find it really interesting and weird that like it takes away from the overall experience if you have all of the flavors together. I just feel like how am I supposed to get the maximum enjoyment out of this if it's like, if I have to dig anyway. With all that in mind, I am going to deduct a couple points for that. The individual flavors are really great. They're super yummy, but I think that there are some misses here for this definitely. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna give this one like, I'm gonna say a 5, which maybe might sound harsh because I'm typically generous with my rankings, but I just think there's too many notes here to rank this much higher than like a 6 at best. But for today, Jeni's Snow Cone Sorbet, 5 out of 10. That's the scoop.